Have you ever been driving down a dark, empty road late at night and felt a sudden, inexplicable chill? That feeling that you're not entirely alone. Well, tonight we're going to explore a road so notorious, so steeped in legend and fear, that most locals refuse to drive it after the sun goes down. This is the story of a place where the veil between worlds feels terrifyingly thin. We're talking about a stretch of asphalt that winds through a dense, dark forest, a place that seems to swallow light and sound. During the day, it's just another country road. But when night falls, it transforms. For generations, travelers have reported bizarre and unsettling experiences. We're not just talking about strange noises or fleeting shadows. We're talking about encounters that defy all rational explanation. So, what exactly is happening on this road? The stories are as varied as they are chilling. The most common tale is that of the phantom headlights. Drivers report seeing a single, blinding headlight rapidly approaching in their rearview mirror. It gets closer and closer, tailgating them with an aggressive, menacing speed. But just as they brace for impact, it vanishes without a trace. No car, no sound, nothing. Just the sudden, heart-pounding silence of the empty road behind them. Another prevalent legend is the Lady in White. This is a classic ghost story trope, but on this road, the sightings are unnervingly consistent. People describe seeing a young woman in a tattered white dress, standing motionless on the shoulder of the road. Her expression is one of deep sorrow, and she seems to be looking for something ... or someone. Some who have dared to slow down or stop say she disappears the moment you take your eyes off her. Others claim she will suddenly appear in their back seat, her reflection visible for just a horrifying second in the rearview mirror before fading away. Then there are the sounds. Imagine driving in complete silence, your radio off, the windows up, and suddenly hearing the faint, unmistakable sound of children laughing and playing just outside your car. It starts softly, then grows louder, surrounding you, as if a ghostly playground has materialized in the pitch-black woods. Just as quickly as it begins, the laughter stops, replaced by an unnerving silence that's somehow worse than the noise itself. But it's not just apparitions and ghostly sounds. The road itself seems to play tricks on those who travel it. People have reported their car electronics going haywire. Radios switch stations on their own, often landing on static or old-timey music. GPS systems fail completely, showing you're in the middle of a field or a lake, miles from your actual location. Headlights flicker and die, plunging drivers into total darkness at the most inopportune moments, only to mysteriously turn back on again a few seconds later. It's as if some unseen force is deliberately trying to disorient and terrify you. To understand why this road might be so active, we have to look into its history. Local historical records and oral traditions paint a grim picture. The area is steeped in tragedy. Centuriasago, a small, isolated settlement, existed near the modern-day road. A terrible plague or fire, the stories differ, wiped out the entire community, including many children. Could the ghostly laughter be the lingering echoes of these lost souls? Furtermor, a well-documented tragedy, occurred on the road itself in the 1950s. A young woman was on her way to her wedding when her car broke down. As she stood on the side of the road waiting for help, she was struck and killed by a speeding truck that never stopped. Her body was found the next morning, still in her white wedding dress. This story aligns perfectly with the countless sightings of the Lady in White, forever waiting on the road where her life was so tragically cut short. And what about the phantom headlight? One theory links it to a notorious local legend from the Prohibition era. A ruthless bootlegger used to run this route in a modified car with a single powerful headlight to blind anyone who got in his way. He was known for his aggressive driving and utter disregard for others. He eventually met his end in a fiery crash right on this very stretch of road. Perhaps it's his angry, restless spirit still trying to run others off the road, forever repeating his final, fatal drive. We managed to speak with a few locals who are willing to share their experiences, though most preferred to remain anonymous. One man, a retired truck driver named John, told us he used to drive the road regularly until one night changed everything. He saw the single headlight approaching fast. He gripped his wheel, his heart pounding. "It was right on my tail," he said, his voice still trembling with the memory. "I could feel the heat of it, or I thought I could. I floored it, but it kept pace. I shut my eyes for a second, just waiting for the crash. And when I opened them, it was gone. The road behind me was empty. I pulled over, got out, and just stood there shaking. I took the long way around from that day on. Another story came from a young couple, Sarah and Mark, who decided to test the legend for themselves one Halloween night. They drove slowly down the road, filming with their phones. At first, nothing happened. They started to get bored and were about to turn back when their car radio, which was off, suddenly blasted static. Then, a clear, childlike voice whispered a single word right through the speakers. Leave. They didn't need to be told twice. They sped away and have never been back. They showed us the video, and while you can't see anything, the audio is undeniable. The static, the whisper, it's enough to make your blood run cold. Even law enforcement isn't immune. We found an old police report from the 1980s detailing a patrol officer's strange encounter. He was called to investigate reports of a woman standing in the middle of the road. When he arrived, he saw her exactly as described, a pale figure in a white dress. He called out to her, but she didn't respond. He got out of his patrol car, and as he took a few steps toward her, she simply dissolved into the mist. In his official report, it noted hiatus unfounded, but his handwritten notes in the margin simply said, I know what I saw. So, is this road a portal to another dimension? A place where tragic events have left a permanent psychic scar on the landscape? Or is it simply a case of mass hysteria, where old legends and the power of suggestion play tricks on the mind in a dark, isolated setting? The human brain is incredibly good at finding patterns and creating explanations for things it doesn't understand, especially when we're already primed to be scared. The darkness, the isolation, the eerie silences, the perfect recipe for a spooked imagination. But with so many consistent, independent accounts spanning decades, from sober truck drivers to police officers to curious teenagers, it's hard to dismiss it all as mere fantasy. The sheer volume and similarity of the stories suggests that something tangible is happening out there in the dark. Whether it's paranormal or psychological, the fear is very, very real. The road has earned its reputation for a reason. So, what do you think? Are these just campfire stories? Or is there a genuine, supernatural force at work on this lonely stretch of highway? Would you be brave enough to drive it alone after dark? To face the phantom headlights? To listen for the ghostly laughter? Or to catch a glimpse of the sorrowful lady in white? Let me know your thoughts and your own local ghost road stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this dive into the darkness, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations of the world's most mysterious and haunted places. Stay safe out there, and maybe take the well-lit highway home tonight. See you next time.